Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, July 2024. Aries, for you, the month starts with a new moon, very auspicious, very spiritually insightful new moon on Sirius in your 4th house. And because it's aligned with the star of freedom, with the star of spiritual insight, Sirius, they can be new beginnings over the next month in your family, in your personal life that are blessed from above. As I said, the star Sirius is connected to the energy of Isis and Horus, or Mother Mary and Jesus. And it's in your 4th house, which is very good. So maybe something through property, some renewal of activities, or something new happening in personal life, emotional happiness. 4th house is how happy you are. You can have a spiritual insight that will help you liberate yourself from something that is not contributing to your emotional happiness, or to begin something new, which is a new moon that leads more to your happiness and emotional alignment. But anything from this 4th house can be very positive. Real estate, property, home, parenting, family, your parents, and so on. And there is a big focus there. So trust whatever is happening there because of the positive influence of the stars involved. Sirius. Then all the month you're going to have Jupiter in your 3rd house on the star, especially the first 2 weeks, on the star Aldebaran, the star of Archangel Michael. We're jumping from Jesus and Mary to Archangel Michael, or the star also of the bullseye, the star of abundance. And this happens once in 14 years, that Jupiter will align with the bullseye, the luckiest star in astrology. Just like Sirius is the most spiritual star, the most powerful spiritual star, this one is the luckiest, connected to abundance, to power, to strength, to success. So Jupiter allows you this July, because after July, Jupiter will be blocked by Saturn in some way. But Jupiter allows you to really grow and expand and succeed in something connected to the 3rd house. It can be in media, in marketing, in communications. If you do anything in social media, blogs, posts, vlogs, written book, or maybe download some idea divinely inspired there that can be source of abundance for you over the next 12 years in regards to writing, speaking, or maybe some commercial project that you are starting. 3rd house rules commercial projects as well, and transactions. So even just doing any kind of transactions can be beneficial, or written, projects, spoken, and so on, or also some journey that can appear that's very auspicious. Or 3rd house is also associates, people that you're introduced to or that you meet in your everyday environment. Is it through internet? Is it in real life? That are a source of growth for you, a source of some very positive energy. As we said, Aldebaran is from the light forces that you can, through their help, you can overcome difficulty, you can win, you can succeed. So making connections, 3rd house, or through siblings, they can be very powerful bond and connection through siblings or associates or teammates. So if you're working in a small team environment with others to create something, or going on a trip, 3rd house as well. Very kind of beneficial, because after that, from August, Jupiter will get a square from Saturn. So it will become more hard work, all those 3rd house activities, whether you're learning something new or a skill. It will require more effort, or interactions with others, or work in a group environment, or anything connected to writing, speaking, social media. But for now in July, there is like a last chance for unobstructed success and blessings there. And of course, around the 15th, Aries, Uranus will conjunct Mars on a bit dangerous star. So don't do anything reckless around 14, 15, 16, because Mars is your star. You're there. And that's a star that is connected sometimes to dangerous situations, to losing one's head. I'm not talking only literally, because of Gol Medusa, where the conjunction is about the Medusa who lost her head. We're talking here more like getting angry, exploding, losing your head, and especially doing something silly with your possessions, 2nd house, or doing something impulsive in connection with your finances. So try to be a bit more patient around the middle of the month with finances. There can be sudden, unexpected developments connected with finances or family. Second house is one of the houses of family, like more explosive energy there, more surprising. Because of the star of go, it can sometimes be more on the negative side. But this is the more dangerous period. Again, it can have positive events that come out of this. For example, it can Uranus and Mars, and the constellation is also one of cutting away unhealthy habits, like cutting away of the head of the monster Gorgona. You can use this energy productively to cut out something that is taking your freedom away, that is limiting you in some way, especially connected with either financially that is taking your freedom away, or connected with your family that might be blocking you in some way, or unhealthy habits stemming from the family lineage, or your own personal eating habits as well. What you put in your body is the second house. But of course, be a bit more careful about accidents of any sorts around that time. But otherwise, Uranus can also infuse you, because you're Mars, with sudden desire to act, sudden possibilities financially as an opportunity, because it's in your second house, that you might feel like acting very quickly on. But I would advise you to be a bit more patient, to first see this transit to pass. When the waters settle down, then you can act on it, because they're starting a new cycle, a fast moving paced action in your second house of finances and so on. So yeah, they can be sudden illuminations, like aha moments. I know something around the middle of the month for you, with Uranus together with your planet. But it has this powerful energy to cut out monsters from your life and to release them. Oh, I forgot to say, well, the whole month Jupiter is in your third house, doing this really good, transiting this really good area of the sky, the eye of the celestial bull, the most abundant one. So abundance through third house activities that we talked about. It's trining mutually the south node in your seventh house. So there can be a complete, and that's the closing trine. So something that you started in the past 4 years, maybe 2020, or even before or after, might be giving its blessings to you through Jupiter on Aldebaran. You can be reaping through that in some way, but especially in regards to anything to do with mental work, with written or spoken work of any sort, with collaborations with others, third and seventh house, with social connections of some sort. This can be coming to a fruition or rewarding you in some way. It's something from the past though, because South Node is something from the past that you can get rewards for now. Plus, South Node in the seventh house, right the whole month on the star Vindemeatrix, which is the grape gatherer. So it's about harvesting. And the seventh house is maybe harvesting through a relationship, maybe harvesting through a contract, maybe harvesting through an ending as well. Because the harvesting is also an end. But because Jupiter is aspecting, I think there's a lot of rewards involved in that, and even rewards and blessing in supporting you end an unhealthy relationship, because Vindemeatrix is also known as the star of the Widowmaker. It's connected to separations, divorces of sorts as well. So for some of you Aries, there might be a auspicious time to end the karmic relationships, an existing one that is no longer, but on good terms. Jupiter is trining. It's going to happen easy without heartbreak. Well, there can be other influences in your horoscope, but it tends to be the trine of Jupiter towards the south node in your seventh house will make it in a smooth way, in a blissful way. And Jupiter is on the star archangel Michael with the sword. You cut off something unhealthy, can disappear from your relationships or from your obligations to another or partnership. If people are leaving your life, or you want someone to leave your life now, which is the seventh house, it's really for good. As I said, Jupiter is trining from the most auspicious star, Aldebaran, the south node of endings in the seventh house of relationships. So it's really for good, and it can bring you more growth and abundance than staying in. Or there can be a spiritual connection with someone, because south node is someone from past lifetime, or someone you have strong spiritual connection with, whether sexually or on one-on-one basis, they can be this, or even with clients, they can be abundance coming through that. But if there is a new relationship starting for Aries, this is something of a more spiritual nature, this one. It will be something past life connection, deep soul connection of some sort, but it will be for growth, not only just ending the south node here. So Jupiter and the south node, extremely, both of the most spiritual influences, Jupiter and south node in the social houses for you. Very powerful spiritual influences in relationships, in connecting. Maybe feeling, having the knowledge and intuition, feeling who are the right people to connect with and so on, or who to leave, who to stay in your life, who new to welcome. And last but not least is the full moon in Capricorn, the second Capricorn full moon this year. It's happening here at the end of Capricorn, around the 21st, 22nd, something like that, of July, with Pluto. But it only has good aspects, pretty much. It will have 6 trine from Jupiter, from Uranus and Mars. It will have kind of a Neptune is also sextiling, but it's transformational. Something comes to fruition in your career. It's in your 10th house, and it can be transformative for your career. Maybe getting some rewards in regards to your career and reputation. Maybe getting some transformation or change there. Yeah, it's Pluto. There can be some kind of crisis connected to father figures, to bosses, to authority figures like police or whatever you consider authority figure, or to your career, which can be tense because it is Pluto after all, power struggles or threats and so on. But at the same time, because there are many good aspects to this full moon in Capricorn, it seems like it's going to work itself out, and the change will be for positive. And it can also bring to completion some career project or represent it to others, with powerful impact, because this is Pluto after all. And see, there is this focus there, not just on home with the new moon with the sun, but from the second part of July towards the last 10 days of July, there is this strong career impact for you, that influence with this full moon, that you can really like reap something. This is full moon, illuminate, understand something better there, or take it to the next level. Or if you don't want the next level, wrap it up, because full moon, after that, things, can start depleting or can end. So this is basically, you see, there is a lot of activations. Focus on the full and new moons, but especially I'll be personally as a Aries focusing a lot on this 3rd house where Jupiter is. I feel this is the most powerful and important influence for us this month. So, focus on the goodness that comes through the bullseye and Jupiter passing there.